Hey everybody, Brooks from Diagrams here. I'm out here at Car Week at Pebble Beach. We're at the Lamborghini House right before the party, and behind me is the Lamborghini Tememario, and this is the lightweight version. Let's go a complete look around and check out the car. First up, you're gonna notice on this one, we got carbon fiber wheels for the first time on a Lamborghini. And I believe we got 20s up front and 21s in the rear. And in the rear, we got 25 series tires. Look at this crazy green color with a lot of the pinstriping. And as we come around here, we can see the 21s in the back for the first time on the Huracan replacement. We got 325, 30, 21s. Coming around to the back, this has a carbon fiber lift-up spoiler right here. And look how wide the tires are in the back dropping down. You can see that this is gonna kick up a lot of rocks down here. The Temario's got a V8 twin turbo with 34 PSI with a hybrid 3 electric motors. There's an electric motor on behind each wheel. They are axial flux motors. Each one capable of 140 horsepower. All right, so I'm here with Filippo, product specialist for the Tememario Alleggerita.
Yeah,
Alleggerita.
Yeah.
Okay, that means the lightweight version. So earlier today, we saw the regular one at Quail in the dark matte blue color. Now this one looks pretty wild. There's a lot of different changes on this one. So this has aero package on the rear with this wing that's coming up in, in the carbon.
The uproot cover is changed, so actually the shape is more wider. So actually you have a much downforce. 67% more compared to the standard version.
Okay, and that's this wing coming up right here, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So all the hood is made in carbon fiber. The kidney is here in carbon fiber.
So this looks different too. This has the key like the STO does to open the lid. Okay.
Exactly.
So all this is much lighter. It says what, about 55 pounds?
It's 25 kilos less.
Okay,
more
gotcha.
than 25 kilos. Including the carbon fiber rims that you can see here.
Right, so this is carbon fiber wheels for the first time on a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Right,
very
so
first time.
I just took delivery of my Revuelto, and I don't have any carbon wheels.
No.
It's a little disappointing. So we haven't talked about pricing yet because they haven't released that, right?
Yeah.
So no pricing yet, but it's due out, I think 26, correct?
In 26, the first delivery.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now along the bottom, these side skirts are different as well, because I'm looking down here. This part looks a little different on this front splitter. Is that different on the lightweight version as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So the front lip is changing. Actually, you have this part that is going to be all in carbon fiber, and then this lip that is different compared to the standard version.
Gotcha.
And also all the rocker cover here is made in carbon fiber, and also you have a different shape, different line.
Oh yeah, look at this. There's another kind of line here that kind of comes out for additional aero as well. Wow. And over here, yes, you can see the actual name of it.
From the interior,
yes,
that's the name, the plate.
Alleggerita.
And from the interior side, you have, of course,
we got the racing bucket seats.
Yes, sport seats, and you have the carbon fiber door panel.
Right. So this reminds me of an STO door panel with the pull handles to drop some weight. Very cool.
Yeah.
Big change here. We got window switches on the door versus in the center console. Mirror controls over here, unlock and lock. And then this looks
to open the door.
To open the door, gotcha. So actuated door, the door locks, the windows are on the left side now. And then we got the sport bucket seats, which looks very similar to what I had in my Technica. So we're gonna jump inside now. And let's see what kind of space we got. And they said that you can fit a 6'7" person. I'm about 5'10", and I'm back, and I can't even reach the pedal. So I think that's pretty legit. We spin this around, we kind of go through some of the controls. This looks extremely similar to the Revuelto.
Yeah, the only change that we made on this steering wheel is the fourth rotary in the back right, and actually on Revuelto you have the control of the
rear aero.
Yeah.
So that's the rear aero on the Revuelto.
And this one is to control the drift mode. So this is a new function that we developed especially for this car. It's completely new, and actually with the torque vectoring and the electric motor on the front e-axle, you can control a different level of the drift mode.
Gotcha.
And actually you can help you to drift with the car and to play a bit with the oversteering.
Very cool. All right, so drift mode in the Lamborghini Temerario, that's pretty cool. Let's go over some of the different other interior spots. Similar, this is pretty similar to the Revuelto as well. Center stack and optional passenger screen. Down on the left here we got our lights, our front and rear, and this looks like our real fog light. Our parking brake is down here. Shift paddles left and right, really convenient. And these are gonna be our different modes for the hybrid mode and the Corsa mode and the sport mode. I think they said they has 13 different modes. Down here you can see we got USB-C on each side, and as we come down here we have our hazards, and then for the fuel filler and our very familiar reverse park and manual gear select modes. Checking down over here, we got our glove box, very nice, and then more of the carbon up here. This is pretty cool. You can actually see back through the back, and you can see straight back. So visibility in this car is actually very, very good. If I go up here, you can see that we can completely see out of the car. So our different air vents, we got a manual air vent on this side, and then we got a carbon fiber cowl around the screen. And then to modify these air vents, it's done through the touchscreen over here. So I think right now it's just going through a demo mode, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just watch the demo mode. It looks like it's doing some electric boost on the left here. We're in E mode if it was just driving, and it shows battery power. And now we move on to showing the tire pressure on the left. We got brake temperatures on the right and some acceleration going on right here. And then we're in hybrid mode in Strada. Let's see what they bring up next. Now we're in sport hybrid mode. Yeah, it looks a little faster. We need some simulated sound in here too, huh? And now we can see the battery charging and the different profiles of what's happening in the drivetrain on the right. So you can see it regenerating. Oh, here we go. This is cool. Now we got Corsa Performance. The dash completely changes. And we got the shift lights up here. So when you hit blue, you shift. Very cool. And look at this. 10,000 RPM. This is going to be absolutely nuts. We're showing some of the navigation. We got navigation over here and on the screen this side. Of course, on the passenger display, we get a lot of the same things. So this is definitely sharing some of the systems with the Revuelto, which makes sense. Down here we see, I think this is the air controls that we were talking about earlier. So you can kind of move this up and down and spin it around. And I think this went back into a repeat of what it was doing on the profile. View button, what does that do?
The view button is changed like the view of the screen. So actually you have three kind of view mode of the instrument cluster.
Gotcha.
So quiet mode, this mode that is the standard mode, and then the full screen mode with the higher RPM in Corsa, or the full map view.
Okay,
so actually
cool.
Different.
And you can put the widgets over here.
Yeah.
And can you do that in the Revuelto?
Yeah.
You can? Okay,
yeah,
I need to learn
this
it.
button in here.
Okay, gotcha.
You change.
And then there's some kind of swiping where you can put the things on that side as well, which I haven't been able to.
It's a double tap and the finger swipe.
It's a double tap?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I know. So now we're showing you how you can move the different apps around the different points in the screen. So if you want media down here, you want radio, your vehicle settings. So you can kind of spin around the car. It's got great graphics, looks pretty responsive. So you can move your temperature controls on here. This is great, so you can customize exactly what you want. And I'm sure CarPlay will integrate here as well. Style mode, sport mode. So double tap, you got your hybrid flow, ADAS system, LDVI, your G meters, your engine status, E-range, and your tire pressure management systems. So the Temerario has 3 electric motors, axial flux. So there's one on each of the front wheels, and then it's got a third motor in between the engine and the transmission. That'll smooth out any turbo lag and add that additional power. You can also drive this in electric mode. I believe there's a 3.8 kilowatt hour battery. So we're not sure the exact range it goes on just electric, but you can drive it in electric mode by itself. Yep. So on this side, this is the gas filler cap. And on the other side, we have the electric plug-in. And they believe it says it takes about 30 minutes to plug in when you pop open this one over here. Is that open? Okay, well, there you go. So there's your plug to plug in. So that'll be a little easier to plug in than the Revuelto, because you have to actually open the front hatch to plug that one in.
Alleggerita package. So this is
delivery, okay, gotcha.
This is delivery from ad personam. So you can have with the Alleggerita package on top of the Alleggerita package.
Gotcha. So you can take out this custom paint all along the edges right here as part of ad personam.
Yeah.
And you got it on the mirrors too.
Exactly. Mirror.
Okay. And along the bottom.
Yeah, on the bottom and on the roof.
Another thing to note is we got 360 cams. You can see right here.
Yeah.
So we got 360 cams to give that 360 view, similar to the Revuelto as well. 0 to 60 is 2.7 seconds, but I think that's a little conservative. I'm guessing this thing's gonna go well below 2.5. Next up, we're gonna open up the front. Let's see how much storage is in here. All right, so this looks a little bigger than the Huracan for sure, because the Huracan usually kind of stops right there. Because there's no front drivetrain and the motors are sitting right behind the wheels, additional storage up front right here.
112 liters, so you can put 2 cabin trolley on the front.
Okay.
And then also 2 cabin trolley on the back of the seats.
In the back of the shelf in the back? Okay, gotcha. Interesting here, is this carbon fiber?
Nope.
No, so Technica has carbon fiber here. Okay, there you go. So if we could save a little more weight with some carbon fiber here, probably a few ounces. Also down here we got some ADAS sensors on both sides, so you can see the little eyeballs down there, and then the front camera there, and some additional parking sensors. Check out the hexagonal lights right here blinking as well. Pretty cool. Color right here is an ad personam color. It's called Verde Mercurios. This is an all-new color for the launch of the Temerario. Behind me here is the Temerario's engine, 4.0 liter twin turbo V8, making around 800 horsepower by itself, and the RPMs hit up to 10,000 RPM. So let's check out some of the details here. We got the turbochargers on top, exhaust coming out the back. It's a flat plane crank, so it's gonna sound pretty incredible. Down here you can see where the hybrid component meets in, and there's a electric axial motor which sits right here, and the transmission would pop out right here. So it's an 8-speed dual clutch, and then to get rid of any lag or anything in additional power, we can spin this up and add some more power. So checking out part of the exhaust, you can see straight out the turbos, it's pretty much a straight. We got the catalytic converter here, straight out the back, and the center exhaust at the back here. So if we're gonna straight pipe this and do some exhaust work, I guess you gotta it looks pretty easy. It's right on top of the motor. Yeah, very cool.
Has been completely designed and made in Sant'Agata Bolognese, so we are pretty proud of.
So this is an original V8?
Yeah.
Never done before?
No.
Obviously,
no.
we haven't heard about 10,000 RPM twin turbo. 34 PSI, it's still a hot V? Okay, gotcha. So what size turbos do we have here?
Really big.
Really big turbos? Okay. So any other specs on this to talk about?
We have titanium con rods and other derived component from racing world. So actually, this engine is capable to reach very high performances.
Okay.
And actually, it's a twin turbo, as we say. And with high rotation, it's completely new.
Completely new. Gotcha. Okay.
No, actually, we say that we combine the best of three worlds, no? Because this engine is capable to have an extremely high acceleration thanks to the P1 engine, and thanks to the maximum acceleration that can have a very linear progression that basically we can find somehow in a naturally aspirated engine, no? Usually, but in this double twin turbo engine we have it, and then an unlimited progression that make us to reach 10,000 RPM and an unlimited power. So actually it is something that is very uncommon to find in all these aspects in a new in a single engine.
Yeah. Right, so that's a wrap. It's starting to get pretty crowded here because the Lamborghini party is about to get started. So that's a wrap of checking out the Lamborghini Temerario. As always, thanks for watching, and we're ordering this. My Revuelto just dropped in Miami, and then when I get back from Car Week, I'll be taking delivery and giving you the full rundown on the Revuelto. Thanks for watching.